What's going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the NYXI Wizard wireless controller for the Nintendo Switch, and you can use it for the Switch Lite because it is Bluetooth this time. So if you look at the back side of the box here, they've got the Hall effect joysticks. They do claim that there will be lifetime no stick drift, so that's really cool. Interchangeable joystick rings if you want a 3D feel or a round feel. You get that instant triggers. They're a clicky trigger on the top, and then A, B, X, Y that are designed just like the GameCube. If you guys haven't noticed yet, this looks really similar to a Wavebird, the Nintendo Wavebird. Let's just crack this guy open and see what this controller is all about. As soon as this popped up online, I had to order it because it just looked really cool. I know, being a Switch owner, I've wanted GameCube style Joy-Cons, and that's what this controller can do. Now, we've had other GameCube controllers for the Nintendo Switch, but nothing like this. Nothing this compatible with the Nintendo Switch, like I said, where you get the Joy-Cons. So you got a USB Type-C charger that comes in the box, and then there's your round interchangeable joystick rings that you can replace that I guess are pretty easy. We'll try to replace one of them and see how easy it really is. Now, this is what we're all here for. This is the Wizard for the Nintendo Switch. Take a look at this thing. It's pretty big. It is pretty large. It's a little bit larger, I'd say, than the Wavebird, but it's got a clicky D-pad. It's not too bad, and the thumbsticks feel pretty nice. They're pretty nice. They do click in, so you can't push it on. It's got your plus and minus sign, your capture buttons. It's got turbo there at the bottom. You also have a macro button for each controller, so it's pretty neat. It does have a lot of different buttons, but like I said, they're pretty clicky. I like that. I don't like mushy buttons. I'd prefer clicky buttons, so I really do like that. However, the A, B, and X and Y are not mushy, but these ones are, not clicky, but the ones on top are very clicky. They're instant press. There's no analog at all, but these are the macro buttons on the back there. I probably won't use those all too much, but really neat. There's a lot going on this controller. I love it. And as you can see here, they went with the purple theme, or like a midnight blue, I guess. It kind of matches the purple Joy-Con for the Zelda Skyward Sword Joy-Con. I thought it matched pretty good with that, but digging it. This thing looks absolutely beautiful. I'm glad that they went with a big C stick because the small one just sucks. I hated that thing. But as you can see on the bottom there, you do have to charge those individually if it's not plugged into a Nintendo Switch, but it's got the button on the side there. Oh yeah, and then right here on the inside, it's got the SL and SR buttons. So I don't know why you'd want to use those, but if you want to use them sideways, I think they're kind of weird, kind of funky. But you get this little centerpiece here that the Joy-Cons, the GameCube Joy-Cons attach to. So that's really neat, but it's a little light piece of plastic that you put to the side. We will get these onto the Nintendo Switch here in just a second, but as you can see, it's pretty meaty. It's a meaty controller. It's pretty thick. Let's get this thing back together because I kind of want to take a look and see how it compares to like an original GameCube controller. Like I said, I don't own a Wavebird anymore. They're kind of hard to find, a little bit too expensive for me, but I do have the original GameCube controller. And as you can see here, it's a little bit larger, that's for sure. It's definitely a little bit larger, but look how close it resembles the original GameCube controller. I love that the green and the red buttons look really identical, you know, as far as the color goes, and the yellow C stick. I mean, they nailed the colors for sure. I do like that. But let's go ahead and replace one of these controller joystick rings. I kind of want to see how that's done. So what you have to do is you have to turn them counterclockwise, and so the line is at a 45-degree angle, and just go ahead and pull straight up on it. Don't worry, it's not going to break. That's what it says in the manual to do, is to pull it straight up. And then what I did find out is that it's easier to put the joystick back on instead of trying to do it together at the exact same time. So yeah, if you just push it straight on and then put the ring on it, it was much easier. But yeah, I struggled with it for a little bit, but it was easy once I figured it out. And it's really neat to actually have this option to be able to change these out. Now, like I said, NYXI does claim that there will be no joystick drift at all, so that's really neat. that whatever technology they're using, I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like a no contact, it's not rubbing or anything like that. All right, so let's get these GameCube Joy-Cons on the Nintendo Switch, and boom, it paired right away. I really like that there's built-in Bluetooth technology in these controllers, and they synced up just right away with my Nintendo Switch. They look awesome, but they are very big. Now, just so you guys know, it does have a 3-hour full charge window that you'll have to wait 3 hours for the fully charged, because it's got a 500 milliamp battery in it, but it's got 8 hours of playtime is what they're claiming these will last for. So not too bad. These do charge on the Nintendo Switch console itself, so I do like that, and they will fit in the dock. I mean, there's no reason why it wouldn't, right? But it's a little bit big, so this probably won't be my go-to. I did play Super Mario Sunshine for about an hour and a half, so I did get the feel of what these controllers, or what these Joy-Cons essentially can offer. And what I think about this Wizard controller from NYXI is that it's a good build quality, that is for sure. The buttons feel great, all the buttons, even the D-pad. I like the D-pad. I like a clicky D-pad, so I like the D-pad. I think everything on this controller is definitely good quality. It's not something like, you know, your Xbox Pro controllers and the new PlayStation 5 DualSense Pro controllers. It's nothing like that. But what they're bringing to the table is definitely a good quality controller. It doesn't feel cheap in the hands, kind of like, you know, like a Power A. To me, the Power A's kind of feel a little bit cheap, but the Wizard feels like a good quality controller, and I love the joysticks. The joysticks really stand out. The one thing I don't like about it is that it just makes the Switch so massive in handheld mode, but I'll probably be playing the Nintendo Switch with this controller in docked anyway. So yeah, I think it's good for the dock player, but you know, playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate with this handheld at home is going to be nice. It's going to be fun. This thing is big. I can't, you know, say that enough. It is massive, but it's really comfortable. It felt great. I have big hands, and it felt really great. And, you know, I didn't get any cramping or anything like that. It just feels really comfortable. It feels like a GameCube controller is finally attached to the Nintendo Switch, and I love that. So if you guys want to pick up the NYXI Wizard, I will leave a link down in the description below where you can find it. I know last time I checked, they were out of stock, so that kind of sucks. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Bye.